First Alert forecast from 15 News.
Well, Merry Christmas Eve. The time now this morning is 5:47, and we're waking up to some quiet and dry conditions this Christmas Eve morning. It is 27 degrees here in Madison. A bit of a wind chill out there with that northeasterly wind blowing in at 5 miles per hour right now. But the good news is these winds will be shifting to the south as we head through the rest of your Wednesday. That's going to help moderate those temperatures. We will remain mild today. Those winds will be anywhere between 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here is a look at the temperatures, though, throughout the area. Again, it is 27 here in Madison, 24 in Camp Douglas, 26 in Baraboo, and we do have a 30-degree temperature on the map down in Monroe. So these will continue to warm as the day goes on. Winds right now this morning pretty calm. Just a couple spots as you head further to the south where they are seeing a little bit more of a breeze, maybe a little bit more of that wind chill as well. But again, these temperatures, or these winds, excuse me, will remain pretty light as the day goes on. But the clouds, you can see those here on Sky Tracker HD. They will not be going anywhere, especially for the day today, but over the next several days as well. So as we walk through the rest of your Christmas Eve, again, clouds spanning throughout the state of Wisconsin. We are dry through the early afternoon hours. This is 12 o'clock, but we are looking at a couple of disturbances. The first of those will move through later this afternoon and into the evening. Really not expecting much from this. Very light rain showers. If even that, I really think lots of this will just be some light drizzle, especially geared toward the far southeastern portion of the state. So this will move through late afternoon and early in the evening. This is 6 p.m. That will continue to move eastward, and by the later evening hours, we are dry to start on your Christmas morning tomorrow. This is 7 o'clock. Clouds throughout the state of Wisconsin, but throughout much of the Midwest. These clouds are going to be stubborn here, even as we head into the beginning of the weekend. Temperatures remaining mild, though, into Christmas Day, and our next chance of rain arrives late Christmas Day and into your Friday. I think for us here in southern Wisconsin, the model not picking up on it too well, but this will be a mostly rain event, but we are looking at a brief period of time where we could be seeing some freezing drizzle mixing in as temperatures cool, especially for our northernmost counties and into central Wisconsin. So just a first alert, we could be waking up to some slick spots Friday morning, but for today, here is a look at those highs. Upper 30s and around 40 degrees, lows tonight down into the upper 20s and low 30s, and the mild temperatures continue. 40 degrees the high Christmas Day, 43 Friday, 42 Saturday, with those clouds continuing. But a major shift as we wrap up the weekend. The sunshine returns, but the temperatures drop off significantly behind a cold front late Saturday night into Sunday. Highs back into the 20s on Sunday, with overnight lows down into the single digits.